As you can see, there are various simulations. There is next to nothing the Foundation can do to prevent the Scarlet King from eradicating all life on Earth.
A grave outcome to be sure, but not a surprising one.
I know this assignment falls outside my typical duties here on site, but I would like to formally request access to all pertinent files related to the Scarlet King.
Oh?
I believe I can greatly assist all of the current Foundation personnel to develop an appropriate containment strategy.
Why the sudden interest in this particular entity, Miss Riley?
It's just a hypothesis, but I believe the recent escape of SCP-082 and 053 have something to do with the arrival of the Scarlet King. I'd like to brief the assigned task force about my theory and—
There is no task force assigned to this matter, Miss Riley.
But sir, surely there must be someone working on a solution to this matter.
You see, the Scarlet King is not bound by a single entry in the Foundation's database. It has several connections to other SCPs that are continuously being explored and understood, including, as your intuition deduced, the hard-to-destroy reptile SCP-682.
I knew it! Clearly the reptile shows allegiance to the Scarlet King in some capacity.
It is the Council's belief that the hard-to-destroy reptile is one of his several offspring.
Offspring?
However, one of the prevailing theories linked with the anomaly is that the more we seek to understand the source of its power, the more powerfully it grows.
Interesting. So it's theorized to be some sort of mimetic agent.
One of our former researchers, Dr. Robert Montauk, claimed that it is actually the friction between rules that creates the Scarlet King's power.
I'm not sure I follow.
The old world, the rule of blood, is one of cruelty and chaos. It directly clashes with our modern society. The rule of concrete, which seeks to categorize and explain its surroundings, a call for order. The rule of howling is the tension between these two realities.
So the rule of howling is the vessel that allows the Scarlet King to pass into our dimension?
Precisely. You can read the in-depth analysis in Tufto's proposal.
But this is just one of the theories, correct? There are others?
I admire your persistence, Miss Riley. We need new researchers such as yourself to step up with the departure of Dr. Buck. I'm going to grant you access to all files related to the Scarlet King.
Really? Thank you, sir!
Contact Dr. Collingwood. She's taken over as our leading expert on the subject after Dr. Montauk's unfortunate departure.
I will. Thanks again! I won't let you down!
This video is sponsored by Rec Room. Welcome to the world of Rec Room, a virtual social app meant to bring gamers together. Bring your friends and talk with an open-world voice chat. Rec Room is cross-play with a multitude of platforms, including iPhone, iPad, Android, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox, Steam, and all the major VR services. Rec Room has over 12 million rooms and games, creating a near endless amount of content for gamers to explore. Customize your avatar and join a room, make friends, and game the day away. There's tons of awesome games to choose from. From shooters to puzzlers to races, there's no limit to how to play on Rec Room. Our favorite is the Golden Trophy. Play as a knight as you fight against hordes of goblins. Swinging your sword feels so awesome in VR. The best part of Rec Room is that it's free. Yeah, free. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code and get started on it today. Now back to the video.
No, you little Tickle Monster. You'll ruin your dinner. Why, hello, Riley. Now to what do I owe the pleasure?
Hey, Molly. I'm here to speak with you about the Scarlet King.
Who briefed you on that?
No one. That's why I'm here to see you.
Listen, I don't know what information you've had access to so far, but I promise you, it's not even the half of it.
So I've been told, but I want to help. Please, spare no detail.
We'll start with SCP-2317.
I've read this entry, at least the parts that I've had access to. It's a portal to another world. Inside is SCP-2317 Prime, a vast salt wasteland with a circle of 7 large marble pillars. Every day at solar noon, a group of specialized SCP personnel must perform Procedure 220 Calabasas, an ancient ritual that ends with the phrase, Blood for the old gods, water for the new king. Failure to perform this procedure will lead to the resurrection of SCP-0317-K, also known as the Scarlet King.
Yes, but what you don't realize is that Procedure 220 Calabasas is a lie.
What?
The ritual does nothing. It has no effect on the singular chain that currently keeps the Scarlet King imprisoned. It's merely a charade the Foundation perpetuates in order to avoid widespread panic. In actuality, it's highly unlikely that complete containment will ever be possible. All efforts to repair the current chains have failed, and all research towards creating new chains seems pointless considering the original material used to make the chains, namely bones and sinew of other primordial beings, are unobtainable.
So you're saying that an XK-class scenario is inevitable then?
Not exactly. This little guy here can save us.
The Tickle Monster? No offense, Dr. Collingwood, but have you lost your mind?
There's more to SCP-999 than meets the eye.
Well, I recently learned that one of the brides gave birth to the hard-to-destroy reptile.
That was the fourth bride. Number 7 gave birth to the Tickle Monster here.
What?
I know. I didn't believe it either, but it's true. And he's going to save us if and when the Scarlet King attacks.
And how will he do that exactly?
Love and laughter and light.
No way. You've clearly spent too much time with SCP-999 and all its happy fumes are melting your brain cells. I keep telling you, you gotta get out of this office every once in a while.
Riley, I assure you that...
Can't you see what's really going on here? The grand illusion right before your eyes.
What are you saying?
The Foundation knows that high-clearance personnel like you and me would eventually start to see the inconsistencies in the Scarlet King's lineage, and that we too would succumb to the same dread that they tried to mask with Procedure 220 Calabasas.
Okay, and?
So they devised a new lie. SCP-999, every Foundation member's favorite anomaly, Earth's savior. You're falling right into their trap, Molly.
You really don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah? Then why do scientists still perform Procedure 110 Montauk if the 7th bride's child is already born? Why not champion our slimy little hero? Or better yet, use it to stop other dangerous SCPs! If it's powerful enough to prevent the impeding cosmic destruction of a Polyon-level god, surely it can subdue some of the Keter monstrosities we have under Foundation control.
Procedure 110 Montauk is about fear.
Fear?
Every day, a D-Class is sent in to read SCP-231-7, a bedtime story. There is no violence, no horrific deed committed.
Then why is it reported as such?
Because the Scarlet King can't view our reality the same way we can. He doesn't adhere to the same dimensions, but he can sense fear. What the procedure is doesn't matter at all. All that matters is that it causes fear. That's what satiates the Scarlet King and prevents him from invading.
You know, the more I learn about this thing, the less I understand.
Welcome to the club.
I'm sorry for my outburst. I think I'm one of the tiny percent that has the opposite reaction to SCP-999. Just looking at it makes me want to gag.
I get your frustrations. I'm frustrated too. We're women of science. We want to understand everything, to observe and categorize. But sometimes you just have to acknowledge that knowing is worse than not knowing.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Listen, your theory about the Tickle Monster may be right. Maybe he'd be useless against the Scarlet King. But what would proving that accomplish? We'd be right back to square one. An entity with unimaginable power that we have no clue how to contain or destroy. So yeah, maybe I'm being naive, but it's better than the cold hard truth of reality, isn't it?
No. Goodbye, Collingwood.